Hi everyone, it's Lorraine. I am here tonight to show you a couple things that I have just recently discovered myself, mostly on doing my brows. And now, I'm self-taught. I try to find the simplest, easiest way to do these things, so I want to share it with you. You can take a look at my brows. Look, this one almost doesn't exist, and this one is done. A little bit late getting on here tonight. I know it's like going on, it's after 9, and probably many of you are going to catch this on the replay, but that's fine too. I don't know if any of you have ever planned a wedding, whether it be for your child or for yourself, but most of you know, a lot of you know by now that I have a daughter getting married in a few months in September. And along the way, you always have these little snags, these little bump in the roads. And tonight was one of them, so we're working through it. Everything's going to be fine. Just a little conflict of our situation that's going on the day of the wedding. So I'll fill you in more on that when I know a little bit more of the outcome. But so been spending time on that, and I'm a little late getting on. But thank you so much for being here. Hopefully these things that I'm going to show you will help you and help you not to be afraid, because I used to be afraid to even touch my brows. And then back in the day, I plucked them to nothing. And once you pluck a brow, I don't think it grows back, at least not mine. So just going to show you some really, really simple, easy tips to doing your brows. And as you can see, even if you don't have any, you can see the difference it makes, okay? And it's really quick, it's really easy. Hi Lynn, I'm glad that you're on. Thanks for joining in. The first thing that I want to share is take any makeup brush that you have, okay? Just take the back end of your makeup brush, and that's going to really detect where to start your brow, where to stop it. As you can see, if you just line it up to the side of your nose, and you can pretty much see where your brow should start, okay? And then some people have a much higher arch. I just try to follow my natural line of my brow, and I don't have much of an arch. So if you take from where your pupil is, take the center of your pupil to the side of your nose. And that's right where you should arch your brow, okay? See right there. And then if you take from the outer corner down to your nose, that's where your brow should end. So pretty much, once you get an idea of where it should start and end, and if you don't have brows and you're not used to them, it's going to look really weird. Like you're going to think this is way too much, but it's not, and you'll get used to it, and then you won't want to be without it. So just go ahead and try it. It's kind of like if you ever wore red lipstick or a really bright lipstick and you're like, I could never go out of the house without it. That's the way I used to be. Now I have no problem putting on a bright lipstick. Before I go on to the brows, I want to talk about the lips. The last video I did, I think it was the last one, I showed you the lip stain. I have it on again today. I just want to show you because I got called to the gym. I never got to show you, but I just put this lip stain on a little bit ago, but I want to show you. I'm going to just kiss on my hand to show you how it does not come off, okay? Nothing. See, it stays on, so you can kiss away and it won't come off. You can eat, you can drink. Just wanted to share that because I didn't get to throw that in the last time. All right, sorry. Off track. I get off track really easy. So that's a good way to measure your brows. Now, what you want to do is, I'm trying to think of what I'm going to do first. Okay, so the first thing that I do is I take a brow pencil, a brow liner, whatever you want to use. Of course, I'm using the Younique. I love this one. But they run out quick. If you are going to do your whole eyebrow with this pencil, you're going to run out fast, and you're going to go through a lot of eyebrow pencils. And that's what I was doing, and I knew that there had to be a better alternative. So what I do is, this one has the spoolie on the one end, and then it has the pencil, which is really, really precise and smooth. It goes on super easy. So I'm going to look in the mirror, but I'm going to tell you what I'm doing, okay? So I just try and take a general outline of my brow with the pencil. Just real quick, go up to like the point, and then I come down. Okay, so hopefully you can see this. I'm going to look in the mirror, and I just, you use very, very light, soft, quick strokes, okay? And then when you get to the point where you want to start arching down, like I said, a lot of you will probably have a much better arch than I do. I don't have much at all. So once you get to where you want to be, then just draw your line down. Okay. Then you take the spoolie and just kind of brush your brow down, right? So that color's coming into your brow now. And then I just kind of smooth my brow out. And then, here's the trick. Then take a color, a brownish, whatever color you like to put on your eyebrows. I like mine a little bit darker than my hair. Of course, you can see my hair is a bunch of colors, so you can pick one. But I'm using Addiction Palette #1, and I use this color all the time. It's called Chipper. It's like a brownie, cocoa, kind of like a cocoa brown. And then just find yourself a really dense, stiff, angled brush, slightly angled, okay? And then just dip it in your eyeshadow. And now when you go to put it on your eyes, now you're filling in the spot that you just drew the outline for. When you are filling in your eye, don't start at the very tip, because you're going to put too much color right there. So start a little bit up and just very gently kind of go fill it in. Now you can go back to where you know you want to begin, and then just bring it around. And they always say, I hear everybody that does eyebrow tutorials always says, remember that your eyebrows are friends, they're not twins, or they're sisters, they're not twins. So they don't have to be identical. Actually, they're not supposed to be identical. So there you go. I kind of filled it in. And then I will take that brush again just to see. Okay, so pretty much there, and then the center, and then the end. Okay? And that's pretty much it. Now, I like to use an eyebrow gel on top, and the one that I use is Younique's, and it has actually fibers in it. So I like to use that on top. Like, I'll put it on this one, I already have it on, but it actually even fills in your brows a little bit more, like if there's a spot, because there's fibers in this. So I like to use that. But here's a little hack you can do. If you don't have eyebrow gel, or you're in a pinch and you want some something to hold your brows in place, because if you do this either with the gel or with this little trick, that is going to stay on. It's going to stay in place. It's going to stay on you all day. So take a spoolie. I just have one from one of my old eyebrow pencils, and take your hairspray, okay? So you just spray the hairspray. I'm going to spray it away from that. Spray it on your spoolie, and then you can just put it right on your eye, and it really, really, really keeps them in place. So that's a simple trick, right? Just take an old eyebrow pencil spoolie and some hairspray, and that's it. And then it will stay in place. The other thing that I've learned is you can put a little bit of foundation or concealer around the outline of your brow. And let me see. So if you just take a little bit of your concealer And I am going to take just another really, this is a softer angle brush, but you just need a tiny, tiny bit. Take a tiny bit, right? And just dab it. I'm hoping you can see this. Dab it above and below your line. Now this is just going to give it kind of a highlight, and it'll clear up any spots if you have messed them up. And then I take a little softer brush, and you can just, I don't do this every day, honestly. I don't do this with the foundation, but I mean with the concealer, but you can, and I like the look of it. And if you do mess up, it's a good way to hide it. Okay, so there's something else that you can do for your brow. Another thing, and this I do, is either take a light eyeshadow with a little bit of shimmer, actually, but you want it to be light. I personally use this from the Sculpting Trio. I love this on my brow bone, okay? You can see it's the lightest color. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's the lightest color, and I do it just with my finger. And you just dab it on your brow bone, and it like kind of like is an instant facelift. It lifts your eye. I don't have any kind of eyeshadow or anything on this side. Of course, I have the mascara, but it gives an instant lift to your eye. So just take a light eyeshadow, or I don't know, if you have any kind of a highlighter, just dab it under your brow. It's going to make a big difference, okay? I just want to see if there's anything here that I forgot. Oh, one thing too that I have learned, and I really liked my magnifying mirror, but they say when you pluck your eyebrows, don't do it through a magnifying mirror, because that is a sure way to pluck too many hairs. You'll make your eyebrows too thin because you can see too much, and you want to see what everybody else is seeing when they look at you. So don't do it like under a microscope when you're plucking. Just pluck what you can see to prevent your brows from getting over plucked, okay? We did the spoolie. Of course, if you remember, it's only makeup, right? So if you've done a color in your eyes and it's too dark and you don't like it, you can always take it off. But another thing you could do is just find a lighter shade, and then just do on top of the darker color, put a little lighter shade, and it will certainly lighten them up a little bit, okay? Another thing, and I don't know if you guys have one of these, but I do. I guess it's a face razor. I don't know what you actually call it, but I don't like to see I don't like for my husband to see me do this. He thinks I'm crazy if he sees me shaving my face. But this little thing, I think I got this on Amazon, maybe QVC. I don't know. This is about my second or third one I've had. They don't last forever, but they're pretty cheap. But to get, you know, you can do it for your eyebrows too, you know, in between here. You can do it, you know, just some quick fixes with that when you're not plucking. But just for your makeup in general, you know those little white fuzzy hairs that you get on your face? This thing just, you know, you just smooth it, just do it. I've been doing it for years, forever. And probably shouldn't have done that with makeup on, but it takes all those little fuzzies off and makes your makeup application much smoother. So that wasn't brows really, but just wanted to share that with you. And let's see. Oh, this one is crazy. So castor oil, right? It has a million uses if you look it up. It has tons of uses. And I heard this before and I didn't believe it, but I did look it up and I read it and it is true. If you want to grow your lashes or grow more hair on your brows, put castor oil on it. At bedtime, you know, on a clean face, no makeup on, put castor oil on it, and it will help your brows grow. It will help your lashes grow. It says you can even rub it on under your eyes before you go to bed. It helps like probably with the circles. They say for tired eyes, so it helps you feel refreshed in the morning. What else did it say? Oh, in your hair itself, say you have a balding spot or a spot that's thin, you can actually rub it in your hair. It says do it for 6 minutes a day and you'll actually notice new hair growth. So that was kind of crazy to me. Never heard that, because we know what castor oil is for, and that's the only thing that I thought it was for, but apparently it has lots of benefits. So there you go. There's my tip on brows. I didn't do the mascara on this side, but you guys know gel fiber gel with this. Super simple, super quick. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Please, please, please feel free to share this. If there's anybody you know that you think might like it, great, share it with them. And remember to like my page, Makeup Stat, if you haven't already. And I think that's it. Hopefully our little wedding dilemma will work itself out. I know it will. It's not that huge of a deal. And I will be back soon. If you have any questions on this makeup too, just let me know. I'd be happy to answer any questions. There you go. I just try and do it quickly so that they look even. But you see how simple that brow is, right? You all can do it, because I can't. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay? So, thank you as always for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic night, and I hope to be back on later this week and check in with you all again. But happy Tuesday night, and I hope it's a great one. Thanks. Bye.